There's 3 specific things that I learned from Tony Robbins that freaking unleashed my relationships and took me like to the next level. And I was messed up, sister. I was insecure, abusive relationships, cheated on, disastrous. So if they can help me, I know they can help you. The first one, I was in Bali and I was cleaning my room and I was listening to an audio recording of his doing a coaching session. So I had my headphones on and I was kind of diddling around the room. And I had just met the first dude that I really liked about 6 months after I fled for my life out of an abusive relationship. And I remember having a call with one of my girlfriends and I was like, I don't trust myself. The last time I freaking fell in love and followed my heart and went to Australia to chase this amazing, notebook fairy tale, I almost died. I'm so scared. How can I even trust my intuition anymore? And I went on and on and on and on. And so I'm listening to this recording of Tony Robbins. And so there's this woman and she's freaking angry and she's miserable. And she's like, I just wake up sick and angry. And she was having really chronic spells, chronically ill, where she couldn't get out of bed, people to come over and do her laundry and cook for her. And then she's like, and then I would get pissed and angry, and then I would kind of live my life. And so she kept repeating these really negative cycles. So he freaking nails it and gets down to the core. And he's like, well, what happens when you're sick? And she's like, well, I get love. And he's like, aha, ding, ding, ding. So to bring it full circle, she had been in a lot of really toxic relationships, and all of a sudden she blurted out the words, I don't trust men. And I'm like I have goosebumps right now. I was like, oh, I was shaking. I'm like, I'm saying this in my room by myself. I don't trust men. Oh my God, I was sexually abused as a child. I've been thrown around, freaking thrown down the stairs. The abusive marriage was not the first one. I didn't trust men. So what am I trying to do? Go out and change the world and think that oh my God, it's men's fault. Men are abusive. Men are evil. This was a switch in me that I needed to be if I want to be in a relationship and get married and meet the love of my life, I have to let go of the story that all men are evil and that men are gonna F me up. And so in that moment, I decided, and I no longer had the conversation, oh, I can't trust myself. I went all in with my partner. I chose to fall in love with him, still do every day. He is the love of my life, and freaking, I can't even put into words how damn happy and grateful I am. All right, sis, if you could smash that like button, I would be so grateful, because my goal is to help 1 million women leave those dog poop relationships behind and freaking find the love of their lives. You're so worthy of it. You are already whole. So the second thing that I learned from Tony Robbins that unleashed, I already have goosebumps. I still do this today. So wave your hand and be like, yes, Lonnie, I'm going to do this with you. So I went to UPW, Unleash the Power Within, and there's 7,000 of us and we're vibing off the energy and everyone's in the room. And Tony Robbins is a force of nature. Mind-blowing, right? It was so amazing to see one person just kind of channel this energy from 7,000 people going in and out. And so the biggest problem and the reason why you are not feeling totally fulfilled in your relationship is because you think that your dude is supposed to complete you. Hello, freaking Jerry Maguire, you complete me.
You complete me.
No, B, that's not how it works. You are already complete. So it's just a few mantras. I do this all the time. And I want you to feel my energy. While you're doing these mantras, think okay, I'm doing it with Lonnie. I'm doing it with 7,000 amazing women who love themselves, who are so empowered. And you can just come back to this point in the video and just do it every morning. I do it every morning. So you just start off by saying, and I want you to repeat with me. So it's now I am the voice. Now I am the voice. I will lead, not follow. I will lead, not follow. I will believe, not doubt. I will believe, not doubt. I will create, not destroy. I will create and not destroy. And if you feel that I'm covered in goosebumps, the energy of that, you are totally whole and you can be happy right now, regardless of if you're with a man, not with a man, looking for a man, blame it. You are the freaking secret ingredient. You are the magic, sis. And the third thing I learned from Tony Robbins that helped me completely unleash my relationship power and just wake up on fire and so in love. I was listening to a coaching session again, and there was a woman and she was super angry, and so she was it's my dad's fault that I'm miserable. Like, basically, I hate my dad. He ruined my life. He didn't love me. He didn't give me what I needed. And you just like felt this like gnarly energy. Like she was super, super pissed. And so Tony Robbins helped her reframe. So that's the third thing, is reframing your childhood and your past. You actually can change your past. You can change the way you feel about your past. And that's the most powerful thing in the world. So we asked her a couple questions like, well, you know, did your dad work? Yeah, he works so much. And he's like, oh, he works so much. So what are some of the things that he did with the money when he worked so much? And then he like softened her up and it's like, did he pay for your food for you? Yeah. Did he pay for a roof over your head? Yeah. But she's like still all pissed. And so he's asking her all these questions. And then finally I got goosebumps. Like she was like, he paid for me to go to college. And like, now I have a dream job and I couldn't pay for it, and he worked so much. I never saw him and I felt super resentful. And it makes me super teary because I blamed my dad and my parents for so many things, for ruining my life, and that carried right over into my romantic relationship. So I like just kept, you know, reoccurring the story over and over again. And she went from being so angry and blaming to being so grateful. Like he worked so hard and this is the way that he showed me he loved me. And she went from angry elf to like this beautiful feminine energy and soft in like less than 5 minutes. And she was feeling gratitude. Like A Course in Miracles says, the greatest healing that can ever happen is when there's a hateful energy and that's turned into love. So, or fearful energy and that's transmitted into love. Like you are literally healing the world and making the world a better place when you choose to do that. So I'm going to inspire you right now to, you know, if it's your dad, your mom, like whoever you have beef with in your family, that's carrying right over into your romantic relationships because that's the only way that you can see the world. So take a pause and be like, okay, I'm super, you know, angry, but it's like, if nobody loved you, you'd be dead. Like they wouldn't have fed you. They wouldn't have put a roof over your head. They wouldn't have kept you warm. So I dare you right now, sister, to find the love. Go back, open those dark closets that you're so afraid of and find the love, because if nobody loved you, you wouldn't be here. You are so freaking worthy. I know you can transmit that. I know somebody loved you. I know they loved you. Maybe they didn't do it perfectly, but I know you can find love, and that is your fun work. And let's keep this party going, sis, because dude, Eckhart Tolle freaking changed my life. And I know that if you're here with me now, you're ready for this next video. So click this video, learn how Eckhart Tolle changed my life in relationships, and let's freaking go.